Hey there, Sergey. So very happy to see these first essays from you. Great job. Let's take a look at what you've done today. Schools, entertaining, or just educational? Let's see what you wrote. It is hard to deny the importance of education in our modern society these days. Opinions are divided as to whether the purpose of schools should be only educational or not. However, it is my firm conviction that that entertainment should be an integral part of a school curriculum as it helps to use new technology in the educational processes and even to find new friends. I would say the educational process, singular. Other than that, it's perfect. To begin with, the traditional way of teaching can be really boring for new generations. This is because they have become very skilled in harnessing technologies in all sorts of ways, and it would be more preferable for them to absorb, careful with your spelling, new information through visual interactive materials rather than ordinary ones. To illustrate, for this purpose, Google has invented special 3D glasses for students with thousands, without the A, of educational games. Thus, being able to be more entertained or even relaxed at school can pay dividends for youngsters. Okay, it's very nice. You could see I read it very easily, fluently, but there is a problem with your development. You gave me this example about Google, but you didn't really tell me how this is educational, how this is entertaining. Okay, great, they're educational games. So what? Does that mean that the children are entertained with them? Does it mean that they are educated with them? Okay, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but show me how this is both educational and enjoyable. Really just one extra sentence would have been good. So you could have given an example like children surveyed found that these educational games through Google were 10 times more enjoyable and effective in teaching them, say, for example, geography than traditional textbook methods. That would have been a great subject to use here, a sentence rather. Okay, let's move on now to your next paragraph. It is also true that every academic institution is not only a place for education, but also for socialization. Taking this into consideration, children spend no less than half a day with the same peers every day, and in most cases, it is very important to build good relationships via sports games. Playing football, for instance, is a good tool to bring students together. Consequently, what youngsters need is to learn how to be in touch with peers, and some delude. I don't know what you mean here by delude. Do you mean dilute with I and U and T? I don't know. Studies with games at schools is the best way to achieve this. Okay, this too, Sergey, needed another sentence. It needed to show how playing these sports is effective and educational and entertaining. Okay, schools have to be more entertaining. So, I mean, how is this beneficial? You just told me it's a good tool to bring students together, but you don't explain the how of it. So what you really needed to say is that through these games, children actually learn some really, really important soft skills like cooperation, like how to lose with dignity, how to be part of a team, potentially how to lead, and also how to follow instructions, how to have discipline. So these are a lot of really important skills, and they also bond with their classmates. So again, one extra sentence would have really just totally lifted the level of the task achievement for this paragraph. And I'm telling you this because I can see that you are writing really, really well. Okay, so let's see if we can just develop some of these ideas a little more so you can get the score that you really, really deserve and should get. Okay? All right, let's see. On the whole, not in the whole, some entertainment is absolutely vital in my opinion due to the fact that it helps to learn new information with the usage of new technology or even to become more interactive with classmates. Okay, great. That's perfect. All right, just keep in mind what I said about developing some of these, about illustrating your point and going a little more into detail, okay? Now let's take a look at this one. Enjoyable activities versus reading. Let's see what you said. It is hard to deny the importance of the first years of development of children. Let me try that again. It is hard to deny the importance of the first years of development for children, I guess. Yes. Opinions are divided as to whether reading books is the best way to develop lateral thinking skills compared to other more entertaining activities. However, I am on the fence, as I believe they are both beneficial for becoming a well-rounded, we usually say here, member of society. Basically, I want you to take a stance in IELTS, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you can't kind of be, as you said here, on the fence, but do lean in some direction, if for no other reason than just for practical purposes, okay? So what I would have really liked here is something like, however, I personally believe that while there is great value in reading, other skills can be developed through other activities that reading cannot accomplish, or something like that. Okay, and that would have been a great way to do that, rather than just this, I am on the fence, and you don't take a position either way. Okay, to begin with, reading itself is absolutely essential for the development of youngsters' fantasy. Being able to create your own unique picture of a story, without a doubt, triggers, S, your imagination, and forces, S, your brain to work. Before films about Harry Potter were created, for instance, most children imagined, D, the appearance of protagonists differently. Consequently, books broaden the horizons of younger generations by providing them opportunities to think about every aspect of a story by themselves. Okay, this is beautiful. Again, I would have liked maybe one sentence here. Okay, one more, just because I think you can absolutely do it. So what could you have said here? They imagined the appearance of the protagonist differently. And then you can just say, this is one way that children tap into their creative potential, okay? By imagining people's faces, their voices, different worlds, and then you could say this sort of conclusive statement, okay? So do you see what I'm really doing? I'm really pulling out the details to show how well you can develop it. All right, moving on. There can be here, no doubt, that books increase the level of intelligence. However, they are not enough. Books, they are not enough due to the fact that they develop only aspects of our personality, comma, not physical and social ones. In contrast, amusing sport activities are more beneficial in terms of, you need an of here, getting the sense of competition between people of all ages from the very beginning. To illustrate, football or baseball not only forces, because you said or here, forces you to work in a team, but also encourages you to reach new heights by training better than your mature counterparts. Therefore, these entertaining activities will also pay dividends for youngsters in other aspects of the development, without the. Let's see. Okay. Fine. On the whole, what children really need is to get a more comprehensive development, and this merger or this mix or this combination of reading and other enjoyable activities and hobbies will, in most cases, get them the best opportunities to be on top things in their future life. Okay, beautiful, but let's fix around some of the syntax here. Hobbies will give them the best opportunities to be at the top in their future life, okay? Then it's perfect. So Sergey, some really, really nice writing, especially for your first essays. I'm really happy with this. You've understood, I would have to say, pretty much all the aspects of the acronym, how to develop, well, yeah, how to develop. But what I want to do and what I want to see from you, because I see that you are writing for your first essays at a very high level, I want to see you develop your answers and illustrate just a little more, because I think that you are capable of getting a nice high score for your IELTS. So let's see if we can do that, okay? Just try to develop your answers a little more. Be careful with some of those little grammatical things. Now what you need to do is correct these essays based on my suggestions, and then create an error correction list where you take the mistake that was pointed out to you, and then right next to it, write what the correct version is. So put that in a file. Send back these corrected essays, and then of course a new set of essays. Try to do all of this within the next day or so you can really apply everything you've been learning. Okay, we're here, we're waiting to see all of that. So go ahead, and we'll be looking forward to your next set of essays. Good luck.